Since the very inception of life on Earth, animals have competed for supremacy over their respective domains. Like all life, those belonging to the animal kingdom have competed for survival since birth. The weak ones, those unable to cope for themselves, die off. Before civilization and the rapid growth of human intelligence, man lived and died as animals. The first example of human activity involving the usage of tools appeared roughly only 2.3 to 1.4 million years ago, a blink of an eye when compared to the long history of planet Earth. While nature indeed offers a beautiful and mysterious splendor that cannot be found in man-made objects, it is unquestionable that the growth of civilization has far outpaced those of wildlife. In the past 2 million years, man has evolved light years beyond those whom we share our planet with. We have grown from uncivilized creatures living off of food scavenged from riverbanks to becoming a global civilization that has taken its first steps onto the moon over half a century ago. Measuring the advancements in society and behavioral conduct, it is safe to say that man has outgrown the traditional placements in taxonomy and is of much higher regard when being compared to simple animals. Here we are taken to the uncivilized world of the wild. In this seemingly inhospitable wasteland, life exists, although in the crudest forms. There is no safety, no security for these wild animals that inhabit this land. Food is scarce for these wild lions, who are constantly on the prowl for the next meals, and whom will gorge themselves when given the opportunity. Unlike humans, animals lack social etiquette. For some herbivores, they must take whatever food they can find and eat away from the prying eyes of the predators. Because these creatures live in such dangerous environments with their lives constantly at stake, it is imperative that they are aware of possible threats. As far as social interactions go, even the most advanced animals are only capable of grooming each other as signs of displaying cooperation. Often, when wild animals greet each other, they display wild behavior in order to display dominance or superiority over one another. Even greetings between relatives in the animal kingdom usually involve some form of wild excitement, followed by a display of dominance, usually exemplified by order of size. In the animal kingdom, it's a constant display of monkey see, monkey do. No forms of teaching are available than what older members of a society are able to pass down. In the wild, it's do or die. However, with humans, this is not the case. Humans, unlike animals, have other, better resources and methods of teaching. More often than not, they die. Even for mating, a largely unifying aspect between humans and animals, there are extremely large differences in terms of attracting potential mates. Wild animals have, throughout evolution, developed certain physical characteristics and mating rituals that are designed to attract the opposite sex. Whether with large horns, tail feathers, or a display of simple brute force, male animals have developed very primitive forms of attraction. With the dramatic growth of intelligence displayed by human males over the years, man has far outgrown the traditional animalistic approaches to finding and gaining mates. There is a special emphasis on dramatic growth. animals have developed natural instincts to use tools when faced with problems in the wild. However, these natural instincts are limited, as animals must be born with them. Humans, on the other hand, are far more developed, as they are innovative and create new ways to overcome their obstacles. Although animals can adapt to their environment and learn to develop new situations to problems, the methods are far more primitive than that of humans. Humans have far more advanced tools and they utilize these resources in their daily life. In everyday activities such as eating, problem solving, and interacting with others, humans have developed much more sophisticated methods of life.
Now, the growth of human beings over the last 2 million years is just astounding. The fact that we've created technologies that allow us to travel to the moon. We're able to explore the deep seas. We learned how to fly, and just comparing it to the basic structure of the rest of the animal kingdom, we really belong in a completely different class altogether. I mean, the basic text, the old style of binomial nomenclature is just outdated. We belong in a different class altogether. Homo sapiens, we far outreach that. Why we could be considered Homo Superior. It's a different class would be necessary for basically naming what kind of human beings we are. Now, if you just consider even the smartest animals cannot compare. Human beings we're light years ahead of animals, and there's no comparison anymore. There's really no comparison.
Needless to say, over the years it is clearly evident that humans have evolved far from the animalistic behaviors that their ancestors once had. There can be no comparison to the intelligence between that of animals and humans. The sun has now set over the evolutionary world, as humans have reached the highest level of development and have become the most superior species on planet Earth.
Good night, Coin. Turn around, look at me, and show your thumb. Like it's good. Hi, Michael.
Hey. You can't laugh, man.
High five! Yeah.
Do your thing, girl.
Okay.
Yes.
Finally.
Sexual.
Woo!